We're learning about BJP's Hitler analogy for Udaynidhi Stalin. There is an eerie similarity between how Hitler characterized the Jews and Udaynidhi Stalin described Sanatan Dharma. Like Hitler, Stalin Jr. also demanded that Sanatan Dharma be eradicated. We know now how Nazi hate culminated in the Holocaust, killing approximately 6 million European Jews and at least another 5 million Soviet prisoners of war and other victims. Udaynidhi Stalin's meditated comment is unadulterated hate speech and a call for genocide of 80% of the population of Bharat who follow Sanatan Dharma. Congress and the INDIA bloc support for Stalin's bile is the most disconcerting. This is, again, the BJP making an analogy with Udaynidhi Stalin's remark and making essentially the analogy is being compared with Hitler. Now remember, all of this had first erupted on Friday when it comes to a seminar where Udaynidhi Stalin had called for the eradication of Sanatan Dharma. What the BJP is doing now is that they're saying that there is an eerie similarity between how Hitler characterized the Jews and how Udaynidhi Stalin has described Sanatan Dharma. Now, what's also important to note is that this matter is not just political. This has also taken a legal turn because a hate speech case has been filed against Udaynidhi Stalin. Now, more about what the BJP has currently said in that comparison with Hitler, saying, like Hitler, Stalin Jr. also demanded that Sanatan Dharma be eradicated. We're crossing over to CNN News 18 senior editor Pallavi Ghosh. Pallavi, what we're learning right now is the BJP is making an analogy when it comes to Udaynidhi Stalin and Hitler when it comes to the eradication of Sanatan Dharma.
I thought this is a huge issue for the BJP, and they're not restricting them to Tamil Nadu because, according to a DMK and Congress sources in the state, this comment actually, which speaks out against caste hierarchy, they feel could help them. But as far as the BJP is concerned, their focus is on the national level because they think that this is where they can trap the India Front opposition parties, accuse them of being anti-Hindu. I think barring, say, a Mamata Banerjee and a Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Shiv Sena, no one has spoken out very strongly against it, and certainly not the Congress party, which has taken a very wishy-washy line. Now, what is it that the BJP is accusing him of, and why are they comparing him to Hitler? That is because, according to the BJP, when he spoke about eradication of the Sanatan Dharma, because it's like a malaria or dengue. They also accuse him of indulging in genocide, something which has of course been rejected by Udaynidhi Stalin, saying I never said that. But as far as the BJP is concerned, genocide is synonymous with Hitler, and therefore they have called him a Hitler now.
What do you think the DMK is going to respond to this? Because yesterday CNN News 18 spoke exclusively with Udaynidhi Stalin. He said he was going to remain by his remarks.
Yes, and he is the son of the chief minister, and pretty much what he said becomes the line of the DMK. So the DMK certainly will not distance itself as of now from Udaynidhi Stalin's comment, and because Stalin is making it very clear that he was talking about a caste hierarchy system which is encouraged by the Sanatan Dharma. And so when I was saying that it's like mosquito and dengue and it needs to be eradicated, we are talking against the caste system. Dravidian politics, particularly in Tamil Nadu, has always been based on 2 points. One, of course, the North-South, what they accuse the North of imposition in terms of language and culture on South. And second, against the caste system, the Dalits, the OBCs, who are the victims because of this caste hierarchy. The Brahminical tradition is something which someone like a DMK always has spoken out against. So it suits their political narrative. Unfortunately, it doesn't suit the political narrative as far as its allies in the India Front is concerned.
Pallavi, another follow-up question. Now, what has also been mentioned here when it comes to the BJP's analogy with Hitler is a call for genocide of the 80% population of Bharat who follow Sanatan Dharma. Yesterday, so when Udaynidhi Stalin had spoken to CNN News 18, he said that I never made any remarks about genocide. How did genocide make its way into the controversy?
Yeah, so when he talked about eradication of Sanatan Dharma, on the basis of caste system and like malaria and dengue, what the BJP's twist to this was that 80% of people in our country follow the Sanatan Dharma. So when you say that Sanatan Dharma must be eradicated, you're talking about eradication of that 80% of the population, which is in a sense genocide. See, Hitler was accused of genocide, where a large section of the population in his fascist regime of Germany was actually completely wiped out in terms of Jews, for example. So the BJP is comparing him to the Hitler regime, saying just as Hitler talked about eradication of a large section of the people, and that was genocide, that's exactly what Stalin is propagating.
Absolutely. Balvi, do you think that this comment is also going to further divide the INDIA bloc? Because now it's not just criticism for Udaynidhi Stalin and what he said about Sanatan Dharma, it's a comparison with Hitler.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to affect the DMK much. At least they are pretty confident that it's going to work for them in Tamil Nadu. But you're right, it's going to affect the India front, which is why Mamata Banerjee comes out with a strong statement, Shiv Sena comes out, and even the Congress party is caught in a dilemma. They cannot antagonize the DMK, but at the same time, they cannot be seen going soft. So they've taken a very wishy-washy middle path. This is a worry, certainly, because, politics is all about perceptions. It's all about building up a narrative. And the BJP has managed to build up that narrative, which could hurt them.